Hey, welcome to another video from SkinnyMedic. I have the Delfi EMT tourniquet here. Now, this is a little bit different style tourniquet than we've seen on the channel before, but I want to do a quick video for you. So the TCCC committee has approved 3 tourniquets for military use. This is going to be the SWAT T tourniquet made by TacMed Solutions, and then you have the CAT tourniquet made by North American Rescue, and this EMT tourniquet. This is made by Delfi. So this one is really rare. Not going to see it a whole lot in the civilian market, but it's a good tourniquet. I'm going to show you why. Alright, so the overall width of the Delfi EMT tourniquet is about 3.5 inches, a little over 3.5 inches in width. So which just means it's going to be a lot easier to occlude blood flow, can be less painful, and cause less nerve damage. Being wider tourniquet makes it easier to collapse that muscle mass. So you can see that it's a good bit wider than even, say, where the CAT tourniquet comes into play or the soft T. Both significantly wider than that. So now it's not really set up for one-handed application, but we can still kind of demonstrate it here for you guys. So it goes on an arm or a leg. You put it several inches above the wound. Like I said, it's not really designed for one-handed application, but this band here tightens up. The clamp tightens down. This is where it's going to be different than a blood pressure cuff. And then close the little valve off and pump it up. And it pumps up just like a blood pressure cuff. Now, because it's so wide, it really doesn't take a whole lot of force to make a tourniquet out of it. And with a clamp there, it's not going to break loose like a Velcro on a blood pressure cuff. So, alright. So yeah, I don't have a pulse there. You're going to have to believe me. You can't reach to the camera. But you can see if I can get it to focus. I can get it to change, get my capillary refill. You can see how delayed the capillary refill is. So to loosen it up, this valve here just loosens. And then of course we could pop the clamp off. Not the easiest tourniquet to use for one-handed application, but it's a good tourniquet. So what I've been talking about is you compare this to a blood pressure cuff. Here's just a regular, ordinary blood pressure cuff that you could buy at any pharmacy, SkinnyMedic store, but any local pharmacy is going to have your blood pressure cuff like this. So you can pretty similar. I've been known to use a blood pressure cuff to make a pressure bandage or a tourniquet on the ambulance. But the problem comes in is when the Velcro fails. If you start pumping this up, the Velcro is going to start to rip and it's going to start giving way. So as long as the blood pressure cuff will hold the Velcro, you're fine. So that's where the advantage comes into the EMT tourniquet, is having this metal clamp here that's going to clamp down so it will not give loose when you're moving the patient or just happens to be the Velcro fails. This isn't going to be one of those points that's going to be easily failed. Now, because you have this hanging off, this bulb here, like the blood pressure cuff with attachment here, I don't necessarily think this is going to be the best combat or field tourniquet, because to me, like, this worries me about getting caught, pulled loose when you're trying to evac a patient out. If this gets cut or damaged, or even this whole band gets cut, you're going to lose pressure on your tourniquet. So, but in a controlled environment, man, this thing appears to be fantastic for something, in a controlled situation. So this is your metal clamp here. This is what's going to stop it from coming undone once you put it around the extremity. So it's a lot better than the Velcro that you're using when you say, process of using a blood pressure cuff, which would work if you had a brand new blood pressure cuff. It would work. It's just, it's going to work right up to the point where the Velcro fails. So this one obviously has this metal clamp that clamps down, so you can adjust it to however much width you need to go around the patient's arm or leg, and then it clamps down. And you can make it all nice and neat, tuck it into here, so it at least keeps a little bit out of the way when you're transporting the patient. Alright, so this is going to work best when you're putting it on someone else, because this tourniquet's not really the best for one-handed application. So slide the tourniquet up onto the extremity, put it above the injury, several inches above, pull it tight, pull this clamp here closed, and then pump it up. Within a few pumps, you're going to have blood flow stopped. You're also probably going to have a distal pulse gone as well. It's gone.
It hurts.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
She's gonna kill me. Did it hurt really bad or just a little bit?
No, it just hurt. It was just one of those, like, as the pressure continued, it started to be more annoying.
Just uncomfortable?
Yes. But no, it wasn't like sharp, excruciating pain, just...
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm still alive.
Here's where you have your bulb syringe. Like I said, there again, pretty similar to a blood pressure cuff. This is going to be a lot sturdier here, and then this just pumps up. So I hope this video helps. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Remember the right gear and the right training.